Oh, sunshine, born in a sacred tribe, so blessed to be part of this sacred family.
Brother Mike and I have been close for a very long time, sharing common views, Ahmed's father. And I recall a particular time when he introduced me to Ahmed, and he said to me, and I think I mentioned this to you before, Tunji boy, I don't know what to say about my son. I'm trying the best with him, but he doesn't seem to love himself. He doesn't seem to love his blackness and all of that, right? Knowing who I was and what I was doing, he asked me to speak to him. And I decided, as I trust in young people, as a researcher, to start sharing my information with Ahmed. And one of the things about that is I would share a bit of information with him on a particular scholar, and the next time I meet him, he will bring me 10 more of the same scholar. He'll go and do his research. So we had a beautiful relationship. We began to establish a relationship. As a researcher, I was exposed to some of the finest minds on the planet. And I would share some of those with him. And he would be there researching, and I was admiring his mind. And then we were talking, and he liked this one and he liked that one. And then I introduced him to the royal family, High Priest and the royal family. I myself had just met the royal family. I didn't know too much about them. I didn't know too much about their philosophy or ideologies or principles. Just the basic. I had respected them, observing them. But then when I shared the information and he began to investigate, he said, Tunji, this is it. This is it. This is the man. This is the person who on track. Now, it kind of blew my mind because I knew I had exposed him to some of the finest minds. And here was a younger person who was telling me, I've looked at what you're saying, I appreciate the information you're sharing with me, but as far as I'm concerned, this is the ideal. And of course, being who I am, hey brother, that's it. I love to hear that. This is what, and I say this especially to the family. Coming back to what I started off talking about, the fear of success. My brother asked me to assist him in helping this young man towards a successful life. Right? I did not sit and tell him about many of these. I just shared information with him. He made the decision. He told me before he even met the royal family closely, he told me he was impressed with the information that they were sharing. It's not something I imposed on him. It's not something the royal family imposed on him. And he was exposed to some of the best. As far as I'm concerned, here was a young man, and we shared some things, who saw a society in decay as a young person and saw the destruction of so many people his age. And when I met him, the reason why we got along, I was able to show him an alternative. It was not my information, it was the information that helped me get back my sanity. And he was able to examine those information and take from those information things that he thought could help him to deal with his own issues as a young man. And that I was impressed with. So as far as I'm concerned, as I said to myself and even said to my wife, I guess because of how much I have already advanced in what I'm doing, when I came here in 1985, if there was such a thing as the Kwatamani royal family, I would have been ahead of Ahmed. I would have been one of the first person to be in this institution. Matter of fact, I went and met some people, and we agreed to go way in the back of the mountains in Middlesex and live the same type of life and most of them turned their back on me. I found myself being out there. I got burnt out at one time trying to bring family together, and I had to actually walk away when I came with my second nervous breakdown. So when I saw the royal family doing the things that I had been working towards, dreaming about a royal family, and in closing, at this time, I want to say this. I will be 69 in a couple of months. When I was growing up, I had a tail end of our culture. Despite slavery and everything else, we had maintained enough of our cultural integrity where we were living this family life. So 69 years ago, this life would not be something that looked as something that just dropped out of the sky. This was a normal way of life. People getting together and living in harmony as a family. It is absolutely amazing that the more I get into research, to see how far we have been moved away from life and nature, where what is normal seems to be abnormal. What I see, if I was Ahmed, I would want to be in the same position that he's in. I would want to know in this world of chaos and confusion and madness that I can find somewhere where there is love, there is caring and sharing. But all I could say is congratulations to my beloved son, Ahmed, and I can say to his family, I am happy to know that despite everything else, you have raised a beautiful young man. Thank you very much.
Oh, sunshine, born in a sacred tribe, so blessed to be part of this sacred family.
On April the 10th, 2022, a sacred ancestral son came forward within the spirit of the Most High and the most supreme essence of life and supreme love. Within that sacred ancestral essence of masculine and feminine energy, we give supreme thanks, praise, and appreciation for the gift of life, love, the gift of unity, the gift of divine social, economic, family, community. And within the spirit of all that has been given to we, the essence of the divine children of the sun within the sacred garden culture from which we come, we plant this tree within the energy of that sacred sun.
So blessed to be part of this sacred family. I see my essence in you. I thank the Most High for you. I'll always be there for you, holding it true, always for you. Born with a golden opportunity, blessed with a family community. Mothers all around, sisters all around, fathers and brothers, they all around.